264 days. That's how long Juliet had been locked away inside a tiny concrete prison cell. No windows, no freedom, no one to talk to, just four cold walls and an endless silence that slowly chipped away at her sanity. But the prison wasn't the worst part. The real reason she was locked away was because Juliet wasn't an ordinary girl. Her touch was deadly. One accidental contact was all it took to kill someone. And because of that terrifying ability, the world didn't see her as human anymore. To everyone else, she was nothing more than a monster. With no hope of ever leaving, Juliet spent her days counting the cracks in the walls, filling the pages of her worn-out notebook, and trying to hold on to what little remained of her mind. Then, one ordinary morning, the silence was broken by the screech of a heavy metal door. Two guards stepped into the cell and delivered a sentence Juliet never expected to hear. "You're getting a cellmate." A cellmate? After nearly 9 months of complete isolation, the idea sounded impossible. Before she could even process what was happening, the guards shoved the young man into the room and slammed the door behind him. Unlike everyone else Juliet had ever met, the stranger didn't stare at her with fear or disgust. He remained surprisingly calm, as if he wasn't standing in the same room as the girl everyone believed was cursed. His name was Adam. At first, neither of them spoke much. Juliet kept her distance, terrified that even the slightest mistake could cost Adam his life. She refused to let him get close enough for history to repeat itself. But sharing the same tiny prison cell made silence impossible. Slowly, awkward glances turned into quiet conversations. Those conversations turned into moments of comfort, and for the first time in months, Juliet found herself smiling again. Still, something about Adam didn't feel right. There was something strangely familiar about him, as if their paths had crossed long before they met inside that prison. Every now and then, she'd catch him watching her with an expression she couldn't understand, almost as if he already knew who she was. What Juliet didn't realize was that Adam had never entered that cell by accident. He was there for a reason, and his arrival was about to change Juliet's life forever.